Hi everyone, welcome back to my podcast. I'm Em. Hope you all are doing well. Today I'm going to be talking about All American Homecoming Season 2, Episode 4. This episode was called We Shall Not Be Moved. And before I start, I do want to give a quick warning, because it also did at the beginning of the episode, that I'm going to be talking about a bomb threat and stuff related to that, because that was a big part of the episode. And just in case that might be triggering for some people, I just wanted you guys to know that's what I'm going to be talking about quite a bit in this episode. So maybe if that's going to be triggering, maybe don't keep listening. I don't want to trigger anyone, and so I just wanted to say it now before I get into it. So if that is going to be triggering for you, I think maybe don't listen to this episode, just because I'll be talking about it quite a bit. So I just wanted to say that. But now I'm going to get into the episode, because it was really stressful, and I'm happy they did it, an episode like this, even though it stressed me out a lot, because this happens a lot with schools all over the world, especially in the US. I don't hear about it as much in different countries other than the US, but it probably does happen. I just hear about it most in the US because it happens the most here, I think. But it's so awful that this is happens to people all the time. I always hear about bomb threats, or not threats, shooting threats at schools, and people go through them, and it actually has happened quite a few times, or not quite a few, a lot, and it just breaks my heart. And I like when they do it in shows to show that and show it's real, even though I have anxiety, so I'm always kind of anxious about that stuff. But I like when they bring it up in shows and show that that is real and it happens. I hope that made sense. But I like when they do that to show a real thing that happens at schools. I like when they put it in shows. But yeah, that whole bomb threat in this episode was really stressful, and it broke my heart seeing how everyone was so scared. Of course, I think everyone would be, everyone would be if this happened at my school or anything, or if this ever happened at any school. People would be terrified, and I think they all did a good job of showing that, and maybe that they weren't going to see each other, especially Thea, and the way that being in that situation made her realize that she loved Damon and was scared she wasn't ever going to see him again. I really did like that, and how Simone talked to her about that and kind of helped her through it, and was saying, oh, we're going to get out of this and it's going to be fine. I really did like that they were helping each other through this. And not only Thea and Simone, it was also JR and Damon, which of course we see a lot of that because they are brothers and they also are best friends. I liked that during that JR kind of opened up to Damon about his childhood, because of course Damon was having a hard time with his birth parents, and thinking that it wasn't for the best and they did it because they didn't love him or something. And I'm happy JR talked to him and just, told him they weren't a perfect family. He had his illness. What was it? I'm trying to think of what it was he had. But when he was little, he had an illness, and that kind of led to his mom cheating on the dad because of all the stress and everything. And I'm happy he told Damon that, so Damon knew the family isn't perfect. It's far from perfect. They're far from perfect. They have their issues. Every family has their issues. And so I'm happy that JR opened up during that, because he was of course so scared that he was gonna die and not gonna see anyone ever again. And it reminded him of when he was sick, because he didn't think he was going to survive that either. And so I'm happy he opened up to Damon about that. And I think just being in that situation and being scared for your life, you probably open up to people and tell them things maybe you wouldn't plan on doing if your life wasn't at risk. I think people do that. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure that's what people do. And so I'm happy that they kind of showed that. And then with Cam, we saw him, of course, being like traumatized and like terrified for his life because he got the call about the threat. And like the fact that that FBI agent, I forgot his name because I didn't like him, but the fact that he thought it was a prank because another HBCU school got a threat as well. The fact that, and they thought they were just trying to do, I don't know what he thought they were trying to do, but it was just a prank, and it was like he was lying because his answers seemed rehearsed. Like, people, when they're in a situation, they might like just remember the whole conversation or everything that person said because it's so traumatizing and they're terrified. You might just know that. So I didn't get like that, why that guy would think that Cam did that, and why would anyone do that for attention? Like, that's so stupid. Like, maybe people have done that before, but I don't get it because it's so stupid. So like that whole thing pissed me off because also Cam, it didn't seem like it was a prank at all. Like, you could tell from his face and how stressed out he was and terrified he was that it wasn't a prank and it was real. And the fact that that stupid damn agent didn't believe him like that whole time and thought it was a prank until like later, because the threat at the other school was real and they found devices, and then they looked at why can't it Brixton, I don't know why I forgot the name for a second. They looked there and found 2 devices. Or they didn't find 2 devices. They saw someone with the devices like 2 blocks away, like going to do it. So it was real. And that I kind of did think, I thought maybe it was like it was a threat and Cam didn't do it, but there weren't any devices anywhere. I thought it was just somebody trying to freak everyone out. But the fact that it wasn't, and that person was actually going to do that is insane. And like, I just don't know why people do it. It doesn't make any sense to me. Like, why would you want to like, shoot up or blow up or like bomb a school? I don't get it. It's so weird to me why people would ever want to do that. Especially when Cam said the reason that person on the phone wanted to do it was because it was like too many black people, or I think that's what he said. That's so messed up. Like, anyone, like, why are there so many racist ass people in this world still? I don't get it. Like, it's so stupid. Don't be racist. It's not hard. Just don't be racist. It's like, be nice to everyone. It's really not hard to be nice to everyone unless they do something really wrong. Like, if they're like do something like incredibly wrong, like kill someone, that's a little bit different. But there's no need to be racist. I don't get it. I don't get why people do it and like hate. Like, people just hate. I don't understand it. I don't get it. Just be nice to everyone. It's not that hard. Be supportive. Be open. It's not hard to be nice to everyone. I'm just saying. Unless they kill someone. That's a little bit different. Like I said, that is a little bit different. So if they do that, maybe not. But just don't be racist. It's not that hard. I don't get why people are like that. And especially like in the show, we see like quite a few of them deal with racism. And in All American as well, we kind of see him deal with that. And it's just so upsetting that that's the world we live in and there's so many racist people, because it's just so stupid why people are racist. Like, I don't see the reason to be. I said this, just be nice. It's not hard. And so that whole thing really pissed me off, that was their reasoning. I mean, there's never a good reason to like bomb a school or threat a school. But the fact that was reason made me even more mad. Like, there's never a good reason, but that was being the reason, and they actually had a reason. It's just so stupid. I don't get it. I don't get why anyone wants to do this shit. I just don't. And I felt so bad for Amara as well. I felt bad for everyone, but especially her, because the way she's the principal, and I feel like probably she kind of blamed herself for for this happening at their school or something. I don't know if she actually did. Like, maybe. I just feel like that maybe somebody would do that, like blame themselves, like especially like a principal or something. Maybe she didn't, and I really hope she didn't or doesn't blame herself for this. But you could tell how terrified she was for like everyone, and how heartbroken she was at the end when she was crying in front of Cam. Like, it just broke my heart. Just seeing anyone go through this is just so heartbreaking. And it was just such a heartbreaking episode. It's just like so much happened. And it's just, I mean, I get why they did this episode, and also probably did it to bring awareness that to like everyone, even though of course people know this happens all the time, but I'm happy they did do it for the awareness of it. But it still just broke my heart, and I cried for most of the episode just because I was so scared about it. And anytime I see that in shows, I cry, or movies as well. I just bawl my eyes out because it's the world we live in, and it's so fucked up. But in the episode, I did like that Simone and Thea and Lando and the rest of the people who were on the tennis courts, they played dodgeball to kind of feel empowered. And also, I think it was probably to kind of distract from what's going on. I really did enjoy that because that was like one of the only parts I wasn't crying during, because it was kind of happy and you saw them like enjoying themselves and feeling powerful. And, so I really did love all that, and we got to see that. And I really just like seeing everyone get together and doing that, especially Tootie and the rest of the team, because I hate them, or most of them. I liked seeing them all together and working together. It was really nice. And I liked seeing Lando help Simone, and because she was freaking out over Shay, because it was his first day, and she was calling him, and of course the Wi-Fi went out, and she was worried about him and scared. And I liked how Lando let her use his phone when she couldn't find her phone when the Wi-Fi came back on, and he was just trying to help her and walk her through and helped her through her panic attack as well. I'm really liking Lando so far. I mean, I didn't like him really in the first episode of this season because I know he was in season 1, but I completely forgot about that. But I didn't like him in the first episode this season because he just seemed like a bitch. I thought he was really attractive, but he seemed like a bitch. But I'm starting to like him a lot more. Last episode, I was kind of iffy on him. I liked him a little bit in the end, but especially this episode, I really am starting to like him a lot, and I really do ship Simone and Lando now. I'm usually pretty solid with my ships. If I don't ship them super fucking hard, I might start shipping them with some other people eventually. So that's kind of where I am with Damon and Simone. I do ship them kind of, but I ship Lando and Simone more. I just see it. And I also kind of ship Damon and Thea now. They're kind of cute, and I don't know how to feel about it. I don't know why I do, but I wasn't really set on Damon and Simone yet. I didn't ship them super fucking hard yet because I would not ship them with anyone else, usually. There are situations that I do, or not cases. It's rare. It's only happened once that I really ship one couple, but I ship one of them with someone else as well. Those are that rarely happens. That's only happened to me once. So I don't know. I think I'll ship Damon and Simone kind of I'll like them, and if they get together, I'll be fine with it. But I'm really team Simone and Lando yet. And I think in the next few episodes, I'll be set on it, and I won't go back to Damon and Simone probably. I mean, if they do get together, I'll be fine with it because they are kind of cute, but I do ship them with other people now. And also, don't want Thea to get hurt. I love Thea so much, and I just don't want her to get hurt, and I know she probably will. So it concerns me. But with Simone and Lando, that sex scene was insane. I knew they were gonna hook up from Twitter. I heard all about it, and I saw some clips, and from the clips I saw, I was like, damn, they're going at it. They're really going for it. And I mean, I wasn't complaining. It was really good. I really enjoyed myself. I don't know why I shipped them so much. Just from that one episode. I saw the chemistry in last episode, but now I'm really hardcore at it. I love them, and they look so good together as well. I'm really here for it. I'm really excited. I don't know why I'm so excited for this, but I am. And that was such a good scene, and I'm happy that it wasn't just a random hookup. A part of me kind of thought they weren't going to talk for an episode, or they were going to talk a little bit this episode, and then kind of just randomly hook up, because I didn't know what this episode was about. I saw the trailer, but I didn't know anything else about it. I didn't know this was gonna happen. So it made sense when we saw the scenes of them together and them bonding. I was like, okay, I get it. I see why they do it now. It's still I'm still caught off guard even though I knew about it. I was like, oh my gosh, like I can't believe this is actually happening. But I really did enjoy it. I can't lie. I really did like it. And then the Damon and Thea telling each other that they loved them, or saying they loved each other. Yeah, I think that made more sense than the other one. But that was really cute as well. That kind of made me ship them a little bit more. Also, because Thea seems so happy right now, and I just want her to be happy. That's all I want. And so I'm kind of excited to see more of them and see how it goes and how long it lasts. I do think it will last most of the second half of the season. I kind of hope that lasts the whole season, and I kind of hope they are in game now that I ship Lando and Simone now, and I ship them now, so I kind of hope, but I'm not sure if that's gonna happen. I really hope it does, but I'm just a little bit nervous about them, just because I know the All-American writers like to cause or start I don't know why I said cause, start chaos with the couples and ships. Like we saw it with Spilivia and Spilivia and Layla, like that whole situation. I'm kind of worried they're gonna do something like that with Simone and Damon, and then Thea being Layla. I really hope they don't do that, but they might. Like for All American, I was totally okay with them doing that, even though of course Layla, I absolutely adore Layla. If you if you listen to my All American episodes, you know I absolutely adore Layla. But I wasn't complaining because I really did ship Spilivia since the first episode, so I was okay with it. Even though I felt bad, of course, for Layla, I was okay with this happening because I've been wanting them together for so damn long. And so I was okay with it. But with this, I won't be because of Thea, and also because I ship them with different people. I don't know, I'm really nervous about Thea because I know they're going to do some stupid shit to her and they're going to break her heart, and I don't want that to happen, not only because I love her, but because I also like Simone and Thea as friends. Now, I'm kind of getting over the fact that they're not ever going to be together, so I'm trying to get over me shipping them. I don't know, I do ship Simone and Thea still a little bit, not as much anymore because I know like it's never gonna happen. I mean, I knew from the first season it was never gonna happen, but I still like want them to be friends. And of course, me being the Simone and Thea shipper, I loved the scenes they had, and I'm happy they kind of not really forgave each other, but are kind of on better terms now. Them talking through, of course, the Damon and Thea thing, and Simone giving her advice, like I said earlier. And then when they were walking away from each other, they kind of both looked back at separate times. That gave me hope for them to get together, but I don't know why. It just does. I'm an idiot. What's new? But, you know, Thea helping her with the dodgeball and kind of standing up for her and agreeing with her that it's a good idea just made me so happy. So, you know, I'm really hoping they stay friends, or they just kind of rekindle their little relationship, or not relationship, friendship by next episode, and like really talk through it. I really hope they talk next episode. I really fucking hope they do. Sorry about that. My heart was hurting. But I really hope they figure it out. I think they will. I think that kind of is turning them towards being friends again. Or not, I don't know. Were they I think they were kind of friends, or just at least people who don't hate each other and fight all the time. Hopefully. I really hope that happens and that is the case. I don't know if it will be, but like I just really hope it is. But you know, of course, All American loves drama, so they're probably gonna throw some with Thea and Simone and get it even worse. Especially, they're probably gonna do it with Marcus and Amara as well, because that when he said he loved her, I don't know if it just meant he was saying that like he wasn't in love with her. I don't know if he meant it like in love or not in love. I don't know, because I was really tired when I was watching this episode. But as usual, I mean, I'm always tired. But if he meant it like I'm in love with you and like he loves her like that, I'm gonna die, because I kind of do like them. They're kind of cute, but then I'm also just want Amara to be happy. So if she's happy with Keisha's dad, I'm here for it. But I kind of want to see his reaction to them together. I'm kind of excited to see that, and just more drama there. It's because I always love my drama, even though sometimes it depends. It depends who's in the drama. If it's like in All American, if it's Bolivia, I want nothing to do with it, because I just want them to be happy. But in some cases, I do like a little bit of drama just to add some spice to it and just to enjoy myself and have some fun. I don't know. So I'm kind of excited for that. But, I don't know. I really do like them, kind of. I'm so conflicted with who I ship in this damn show. I'm just so conflicted about everything at this point. I don't get it. I usually am pretty set on my ships, but this show has so many, and then they keep just bringing new people in and making me ship them with other people. So I don't know. But speaking with about more drama, Damon, JR, and like the family discussion, and that whole scene was pretty interesting. I did really like it that they had Damon talking to his birth mom, and I felt bad that his mom couldn't show up, but I really did like it. And I just like how she was trying to build a relationship with him, and I liked how Jesse was as well. But, I get why he didn't want to forgive Jesse yet and is not giving a second chance to him yet. Damon is still kind of hurting with Jesse probably, and, I get it. He needs to focus on not just the baseball part, wait, what am I saying? Jesse just needs to kind of fix what he says to him, but not only that, he also was only kind of caring about him, not because he was his son, but because of baseball. And with him gone, he was going to lose, his team was going to go to shit. And so I get why Damon doesn't want to forgive him yet, but I like how Jesse, wants him to, and is going to be there at this restaurant, I think every Wednesday or something, just in case he wants to meet up. I do like how he's trying now, because Jesse needs to work on it, because he did only care about Damon leaving, not because he was his son, but because of the baseball team, and he was one of the best players, or the best player. And I get why that, of course, hurts him, and then he didn't want him back and everything. I get it. So I get why Damon's being kind of, he's not giving him a second chance. I completely understand it. I think I probably would as well if I were him, just because I completely understand why he's doing that. But I did like how he said to them that he's grateful for them putting him up for adoption, because he got to be with his mom and stuff and be with her, which made me happy that he's okay with it now. And also how grateful he is that because he was able to have a life with his mom, and or not have a life with his mom, he was adopted. Yeah, he was adopted by his mom, and that was just great for him, and he loves her, and I really did like that. I really hope that made sense. It might not, and if it doesn't, I'm so fucking sorry. I'm so tired right now, but I really did like that, how he said that, and he had an amazing time with her, and it was great. And so I'm really happy he said that, because I did want to hear him say if he was happy that they didn't because of his mom. I kind of felt bad if he was mad that his mom adopted him. I don't know. I really hope that made sense. Oh, fuck. I don't know what I'm talking about right now. I'm so tired. I'm literally filming this at 9 o'clock. It's literally 9 o'clock on Wednesday. And I don't know why I'm doing this to myself. I'm so tired. We're okay. We're doing well. But, the next thing, and maybe the last thing with the episode, I gotta think if anything else happened after this. But we have Keisha, Nate, and Nate's boyfriend, who I don't know why I don't know his name right now, and I keep forgetting his damn name. So we're just gonna call him Nate's boyfriend for now. But, I want Nate to be happy. I do. But I don't like her boyfriend. I don't. And I get where Keisha's coming from. She's worried that he's going to hurt her again, and I completely understand that. And I'm kind of with her, even though we don't know the complete backstory about Nate and him. I do kind of want to know more about it, and hopefully we find it out soon enough. But it broke my heart when Nate talked to Keisha that them fighting and kind of arguing like a married couple reminded her of her parents fighting all the time. And I think of their divorce. I think they're divorced. I'm pretty sure she said that. But that breaks my heart that she was going through that, and that's why she ran off and was hiding, because that reminded her of them. It just broke my heart to see her that, and I'm happy they're kind of addressing her trauma and her like backstory as well, and I kind of want to hear more about her backstory and with her family now that we know this and how she has trauma from it and everything. I really hope they bring it up soon, but I'm really mad that Nate wants Keisha to kind of forgive him, and how she's mad at her for not doing it. And I get it. Nate just wants to be happy, and she wants her to forgive him. I get it, because also Keisha is Nate's best friend. I completely understand that. But, I mean, Keisha's got a point. He must have done something really bad to Nate if Keisha hates him that much. I'm just saying that. I don't like him. I never did. But, this episode, I hated him more because when he was talking to everyone about, during the threat, when they were talking about, something they should do to fix this and make them feel more safe, and he said something about the police, or, having cops on campus, and Nate, of course, disagreed, and I get why he was mad at Nate for disagreeing, but I got where Nate was coming from. I completely understand that. Because when Nate said sometimes the people who are supposed to have our backs end up being our greatest threat, it's true. And everything going on in the world right now, you have to be careful with everything, I feel like. And you just got to be careful with who is supposed to have your back and who's supposed to protect you. Because Nate's right. They could be your greatest threat. So, I completely get where she's coming from. I completely understand it, and I'm happy Keisha stood up for her against him. It was agreeing with her, because she's right. I do agree with her, not only because I love her, but because she's got a point. And even if I love a character and I hate the other person that they're kind of fighting with, I will stand with who I believe is correct, even if it's the other person I hate, because I will agree with you. If I hate you, I will agree with you if you're right. I'll just say that, which I don't hate many people in real life, but I'm talking about with shows, and maybe in real life as well. But in shows, I will agree with you, even if I hate you, if you're right. Or if I just believe you're right. I don't know. So I'm with Nate on that completely. And the ending with Keisha, Nate, and her boyfriend, that I still don't know the name of, I'm happy. Or not happy. I'm not happy. I don't know why I said I'm happy. I'm scared because I think they're kind of foreshadowing some shit that's going to happen, because Keisha said to Simone that she doesn't like him and she's worried about Nate, that he's going to do something stupid to Nate. I'm a bit worried that they're foreshadowing. I don't think they are, but a part of me thinks, I don't know. I'm really nervous about that whole thing. I really hope nothing bad happens to Nate. I really hope. But, they might be foreshadowing. I kind of have a strong feeling they are foreshadowing to something that's going to happen maybe next episode, or not next episode, maybe episode 7, the mid-season finale. They might try to pull something and give us a good cliffhanger, which I really hope that's not true. But I don't know. It could be. I really hope it's not. But, it might be. I think they are going to pull for both shows. They're going to do some kind of big cliffhanger. The reason I think they are just because with All American, they're losing viewers and it's going to shit right now. So I think they're going to do something big to try to get us to stay, which I'm going to stay. I'm going to keep watching it. I said this before. I will keep watching it. But I think they're going to do something to keep the viewers up maybe. And for this show, I don't know. I think they're just going to do something big, which I'm okay with, because I'm liking All American Homecoming so far more than All American. Not right at this point in All American. Episode 4 was phenomenal. But episode 5 and 6 were shit. So I'm really hoping episode 5 and 6 for Homecoming are a lot better than All-American, because I will cry if they're not. I can't keep going through this. I want to watch good shows, and I am. I mean, like, I am watching good show, like other good shows, but I want All-American to go back to like how it was in season 1, 2, and 3, and like that vibe, and focus on football. And so if they don't, I mean, first off, they're gonna get canceled probably, but I'm gonna start liking this one more than All-American, and I am enjoying it a bit more at this point, so I'm kind of excited to see what happens next episode. But yeah, that's the end of this episode. Thank you guys so much for listening. Sorry this was kind of a mess. I am so tired. I wanted to record this before Thanksgiving because I know I'm not going to be able to on Thanksgiving or probably the day after, so I wanted to get this done, even though it probably won't be out for a few days, just because I'm probably gonna be too lazy to upload it because I'm trying to spend time with my family. But so I'm sorry that was it's probably a mess because it's 9 o'clock. I'm really tired, but I hope you guys enjoyed. My next episode should be out probably in the next few days because I'm trying to catch up with Homecoming. I would like to catch up before Monday, but that might not happen, or that probably will not happen. I'll probably be caught up next week though, and so when it returns I'll be ready to go on that, hopefully. I mean, I think I will be. I'm pretty close to being caught up. But yeah, again, thank you guys so much for listening, and I'll see you guys soon.